It's my favorite season of the year. That's right, it's hot dog season. It might feel like deja vu because yes, I have done other hot dog videos in the past, but I like to think of myself as a hot dog connoisseur and there is always room to learn more. I guess I'm a garbage can because I kind of like it. One more bite? I'm still amazed that this is a gas station food, and with Athletic Brewing, who gave me 5 special pairings for these 5 hot dogs around the world: Mexican style copper, upside down golden, Run Wild IPA, let's crack an athletic light. We're going to travel the world with a bun and a dog. If you've never heard of Athletic Brewing, they are a non-alcoholic beer company with a myriad of different non-alcoholic beers to choose from. From IPAs, light beers, Mexican-style copper, to non-alcoholic, cocktail-inspired flavors, there's really something for everybody. Honestly, having great tasting options is important when you're trying to moderate or skip drinking altogether, and I think that Athletic Brewing is an elevated choice that helps me be included without necessarily drinking. They've won 185 Global Taste Awards and counting, have 2 breweries, one in Connecticut, one in California, and have new small batch releases every month, which means there's always something new to discover with them. And their ready-to-drink brews are perfect for the summer and the upcoming fall. You can find them in restaurants and bars across the country. I highly recommend that you check them out, and perhaps you'll get a little bit of inspiration as you see me try them today. So it's time to have my hot dog dreams come true, and let's get started with a hot dog from Portugal.
My name is Anna. I live in Dietrich in Luxembourg. I am originally from Portugal. The dish I want to talk about is the Portuguese hot dog. We have 2 types. My preferred one is the one that is influenced by the Brazilian hot dog, which is the one I'm going to talk about today. We simply call it Cachorro Quente in Portuguese. It's in many ways a classic American style hot dog in which that it has a bun, a sausage, topping and sauces. Although many people will find our choice of toppings a little bit odd. You will normally add a leaf of lettuce.
I've never put lettuce in my hot dog, but we're about to put a single leaf under the dog to just like nestle it in like a little rabbit in the woods.
And then you will put a slightly grilled or pan-fried sausage inside. And then you choose your toppings. Grated carrot and sweet canned corn kernels.
Corn on a hot dog is good to me.
Often we will also put a slice of Flamengo cheese, which is similar to Edam or Gouda cheese. And then you add batata palha, which is a type of julienne potato chips. And you must add some sauces. The sauces will keep it all together. Portuguese people will probably grab the mustard first. I also like to add ketchup and mayo, but that part really is up to you.
So to top this, we're using batata palha, which is a crispy potato, like pseudo chip, super crunchy, super delicious. I've used this before on the channel. It's gonna be so good on a hot dog, just to add that crunch.
Although this is common all across Portugal, I want to give a shout out to Brazil for bringing one of the 3 important flavor points of this hot dog into our lives. My mom and I don't really celebrate our birthdays, but we do enjoy having something nice to eat. And when we don't want to choose what to eat, we end up having birthday hot dogs. I think everyone should definitely try this because other than tasting amazing, you'll look like an idiot eating it, and that's part of the fun.
We're starting with a Portuguese hot dog that's full of crunch and melted cheese that I think is going to be very much up my alley. That is very much up my alley. The only thing is the warm lettuce is a little bit interesting to me. I love the corn. I was right earlier when I said it would add that little sweet pop. Corn on a hot dog is good to me because it's got like a sweet crunch. The grated carrots are nice. There's a lot of texture in this hot dog, which is something that I look for as a hot dog connoisseur when I'm having a good hot dog. Batata palha on the top is really good. If you can't find this, you could use potato chips, which I think would totally work just because it's a fried potato. They're just gonna be saltier than this, maybe a low sodium potato chip. I don't know, is that even a thing? Maybe. Ooh, nutty. This hot dog makes me happy. It also makes me thirsty. So we're gonna crack into my upside down golden. This one's really good. It's hoppy, but it's also really smooth. There's a slight sweetness behind the hops. I think Athletic Brewing did a really good job pairing this one because it's complementary to the hot dog and all the crunch that it has. I'm excited for the other pairings to come because this one is very good. I'm excited to mention that we have another new artist behind me. Her name is Paulette Lasicha. She's based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Her work is inspired by her journeys to Italy and Italian cooking in her own home. I'm leaving a link to my website where you can learn more about her and all the artists that we feature on this show.
Hi Beryl, hi everyone. My name is Laura and I am from Bogota, Colombia, but I currently live in Florida in the United States. The dish that I would like to share with everybody today is un perro caliente, or a hot dog. In Colombia, this is a common street food. Each region is going to have its own variation of the hot dog, but overall, it's pretty similar across the board. It is a lot. It's a big bite. So you've got cabbage, then you've got your all beef hot dog, and then you do make a pineapple sauce.
I'm curious what you all think about pineapple on pizza. I personally have no problem with it, so pineapple on a hot dog seems okay to me, but I'm curious how you all feel about pineapple on pizza. Whoa. Can't stand up. Leia, what do you think?
I love pineapple on pizza.
Okay,
It's great.
we have 2 votes for pineapple on pizza. Let's see in the comments. Sound off.
We grew up eating pineapple on everything. We put pineapple sauce on everything, and I think it's that sweet and salty taste that we really do love in Colombia.
Ta-da! I see why New York City calls these dirty water dogs. I've never really boiled a hot dog. The water does look a little dirty, but it's gonna taste good because it's a hot dog. Don't care how it's prepared, it's a hot dog.
You've got melted mozzarella cheese. You've got salsa rosada, or pink sauce, which is ketchup and mayo combined.
I do like a saucy dog.
Good, because mustard is next.
Crushed up potato chips.
Potato chips on a hot dog is good.
And then on top of all of that, typically you do quail eggs.
This one's the wild card. I made a Filipino dish on this channel called kwek kwek, which is deep fried quail eggs covered in a beautiful sauce. I didn't know that you could buy pre-peeled quail eggs, so I peeled these tiny little eggs and it was the most frustrating thing ever. So now I know quail eggs in a can are a thing. On a hot dog, I don't know that they're a thing, but in a can, they're definitely a thing. That's wild.
I think everybody should try it, and you can really get a really good taste of what Colombia is and what the culture is like over there. I really hope you like it and enjoy it. Bye!
I've got my quail egg and 5-sauce hot dog. I said that I like sauces, but this is a lot of sauce. The quail eggs are definitely interesting because the yolk is very creamy, which adds an interesting texture to the hot dog. All the sauces, it's a very saucy dog. Oh my God, there's sauce everywhere. I'm covered in sauce. I need a napkin. I think what we really all want to know about is the pineapple sauce. The sauce is really sweet. We put sugar and cinnamon in it. I don't know how I feel about it with mayonnaise. That's the thing, there's a lot of mayonnaise on this. One more bite? I guess but I'm digging this because I keep being like, I kind of need another bite. I kind of need one more bite. I guess I like it. I think honestly, maybe I do like the pineapple sauce. There's something almost addictive about it. It has made me very thirsty, so luckily I have Atlética Mexican style copper. It is super refreshing, very crisp. It pairs really well with the hot dog because it's got that summery vibe to it. Maybe one more bite? Yeah. I liked it.
Hi Beryl, my name's Lillian and I'm from a small town on the Norwegian west coast called Kristiansund, and I live in the capital city, Oslo. The dish I'm presenting today is called Pølse Brød med Rekesalat, which translates to a hot dog with shrimp salad. What you need to prepare this dish is your regular hot dog bun, pork sausage, and for condiments you'll use crispy fried onions and chopped pickles. And of course, what makes this hot dog special? The shrimp salad. I'd say most Norwegians use store-bought shrimp salad for the purpose of hot dogs. I believe that this style of hot dog emerged in the 80s as a type of gas station food, a food that you would have on the go. I know that I've seen shrimp salad amongst the condiments in many gas stations. I love the combinations of hot and cold in a meal, and a combination of crispy and soft, and this dish has both.
Asha always comes in looking for snacks. Asha, hi. Making the shrimp salad just made me think about how Lillian said this is a gas station dish. I don't know if I would eat a hot dog from a gas station here in America, let alone one topped with seafood. I don't think I would. So I must imagine that Norway gas stations are 10 levels above us. I mean, Norway's like 10 levels above us, so it makes sense that their gas station hot dogs would be way better than ours. Sizzle, sizzle, baby.
Before making this video, I was curious about how popular it really is. So I messaged a few friends and family who supplied me with answers ranging from delicious, will not have a hot dog without it, to sacrilege, keep those shrimps far away from my taste buds.
That's a large serving.
So why should you try it? First of all, it works surprisingly well. Life is short.
I would definitely guess this is from somewhere in Scandinavia.
Most days are mundane, so why not do something special that will make you remember it?
Oh my God, it's so big.
Have a sausage with shrimp on it. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, but if you don't, then at least you had an interesting experience.
Shrimp salad on a hot dog. Honestly, not the strangest combination I've ever had on a hot dog. That's delicious. The creamy shrimp salad, sour cream and mayo. It's bold. With the crunchy onions and the sour pickle. The hot dog is just a vessel for whatever you want. And a shrimp salad, it is a good vessel for. I'm still amazed that this is a gas station food because seafood at a gas station is still just wild to me. To be fair, this is not my first rodeo with shrimp salad on fill in the blank. I had it on a baked potato from Sweden. You know, the thing is good. This is good. I love shrimp salad though, so we're safe here, right? Oh gosh, it is falling all over me. This is messy. Ah! Oh no, there's onion on the floor. I guess it could be shrimp salad, so. Athletic Brewing had me pair this with the Right Pursuit Lemon Radler. Definitely sour forward if you like a sour brew. This is one that you would definitely like. There's a tanginess in this that pairs really well with the shrimp salad that has the lemon in it. I think this is a great pairing. It's refreshing, it's light, goes really well with a hot dog. Oh, this top down is crazy.
Hi Beryl, hi Beryl's friends. I'm Rory down in Austin, Texas, and today we are keeping it weird with the cartoon dog. I'm not sure if I know the full provenance of this wonderful culinary invention, but I like to believe that it was invented about 15 years ago by the food truck turned brick and mortar and sadly no longer with us, Man Bites dog. I'm going to tell you about this dog, and it's going to sound a little crazy, but I'm going to ask you to bear with me because I think it's absolutely worth it.
Oh, that looks nice.
Even though you might be questioning your life's choices if you give it a try for at least the first few bites. For the cartoon dog, we're going to take some creamy peanut butter, put it on the Frank.
How am I gonna get peanut butter all over this? What am I doing?
Then you are going to top that with some grape jelly, and on top of that, you are going to put Cap'n Crunch peanut butter cereal.
Are they trying to make this healthy? Like made with real peanut butter. Oat cereal. Come on, this Captain, it's not fooling anyone. I have never had this cereal before. Yeah, it's pretty good. This would be good with milk. It tastes very peanut buttery. And it's very crunchy. And a hot dog?
The first few bites, you are probably going to be thinking like, what have I gotten myself into?
Someone who was stoned came up with this.
There's a lot happening, but every piece is important to the whole. I don't think it's common across the US, but I would love to know if other people have tried this and what they thought. I love it. So I'm really interested to see what you think.
There have only been 5 times where I thought that I was getting pranked on this show. That's when I had chicken pudding, candied olives, chocolate eggplant, banana and curry pizza, and warm cucumbers. I would like to add the peanut butter jelly and Captain Crunch hot dog to the list. But also, it kind of just seems like a super late night munchies food brought to reality. Here we go, everyone. Well, I guess I'm a garbage can because I kind of like it. Rory said you have to keep going in for at least 2 bites, so let's go. Hot dogs are salty. This has a sweetness factor, it has a crunch factor, it's got a creamy factor. It's got texture, people. I'm going in for another bite. Hey. Would I order this if I saw it on a menu? Absolutely not. I would never order this, but I don't think I'm being pranked. Should you all put peanut butter and jelly on your hot dog? I don't know, but if you're feeling wild, you've got a craving for a hot dog and you have it in the house, I say why not? I say let a hot dog be your canvas for whatever you happen to like, because peanut butter and jelly, I don't know, man, kind of works. Peanut butter definitely makes me thirsty. We're gonna pair this with the Run Wild IPA. This is one of their hoppier brews. If you like a deeper flavor profile in your drinks, this one is definitely for you. It pairs really well with the peanut butter and jelly hot dog because the peanut butter is salty and creamy and this kind of cuts through all of that. I think it's a good pairing. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of hops, I do really like it in this one.
Hi Beryl, hi everyone. My name is Helosia, I'm from Brazil and I currently live in the state of Rio de Janeiro. The dish I want to talk about today is Cachorro Quente de Forma, or translating to English, a hot dog bake. A hot dog bake is a way to make hot dogs, obviously, in which you first cook the main toppings and then assemble them however you like.
I hate cutting bell peppers. I'm like always confused by how to do it correctly.
In our recipe we use tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, sausage and bacon. You can use whatever kind of sausage you like, we just use whatever is available at the nearest market.
Hot dog in the middle.
Besides the cooked ingredients, 2 other components are an essential part of this dish. One of them is the bread, which is pão francês or French bread in English, and the other ingredient is batata palha or shoestring potatoes. Batata palha is a thinly sliced and deep-fried potato, which adds a really crunchy texture that contrasts with the rest of the filling, which is quite soft. You're going to assemble your hot dog, and we usually cut the bread down the middle, spread a thin layer of mayo, and fill it with the vegetables and sausages. Then you add ketchup, mustard, and for the best part, a lot of shoestring potatoes, and by that I mean a lot. In Brazil, we have a huge variety of hot dogs, especially across different regions. This one may not be a very well known because it doesn't follow the pattern of what we usually see from street vendors or cafeterias. This version is close to how we usually make hot dogs at home. I think I like this recipe because it adds a twist to our ordinary hot dog and kind of dresses it up a bit. As I said, in Brazil we have many different types of hot dogs and it's a pretty popular food. There are even some debates about which version is the right one or the best one. I think this recipe is a really fun and different way to enjoy hot dogs and it's definitely worth trying if you want something easy, customizable and full of flavor. I hope you like it. Beijos e bom apetite!
The one thing I will say before we begin is I already know it's too much bread. I hate too much bread. I said this when I had the Sonoran dog a while ago on this channel.
The hot dog is lost. Look at all this bread. What am I gonna do?
But too much bread, it's just like hard to eat. Okay, let's try anyway. So the hot dog itself with the toppings is really nice, but like, I don't know if you can see this, but I barely touched the surface of this roll. I'm just gonna clear out a little bit on the sides. That's better. So I think if I were to redo this, I think I would cut up the vegetables a little bit smaller, only because it's hard to bite it. You have these long stringy bits when you pull out, and it's just like a little embarrassing to eat like that. See? Oh my gosh, look at what's happened. The hot dog is completely out of this bun. It's just in my hand with all of the sauce. This is a mess. Let's crack an Athletic Lite. I like the Athletic Lite, I think, the most out of all of them. I find it to be incredibly refreshing. And with the heavy hot dog, it cuts through everything and makes everything a little bit brighter in my mouth. Yeah, this one's really good. I hope you enjoyed learning about these hot dogs from around the world. Don't forget, we have other hot dog episodes in this universe, which I will leave a link to here and here. Don't forget the recipes are on my website, beryl.nyc, and like and subscribe. It helps support the channel. I will see you all next week.